So, I have finally watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. What should I say? What should I say? First of all, disclaimer. If you have not watched the movie yet, there'll be spoilers in this video. So, you can skip this for now, but sure, come back later and watch this video because I need your support. Yeah. So, moving forward, the movie, what should I say? What should I say? The movie itself was great. I would say overall it was great. But in the beginning, when there was Shinobu, what's the name again? Wait, Shinobu, yeah. The Shinobu, like there was a mini Shinobu arc kind of, in which they were showing Shinobu, and eventually she died, which I was sure about because how they were portraying her in the situation and everything. So like, oh damn, I'm not a big fan of Shinobu, but I saw a reel in which there was a big fan of Shinobu, and they were like, oh, I hope they are doing well now. Like they are so excited for the movie for the Shinobu. They are cosplayed as Shinobu. We hope that it was good for them, but eventually, if you're a big fan of Shinobu, you will like it. But for me, it was meh. But why? Because in the beginning, it was slow. Like movie is around 2 hours something, right? So in the beginning, the pace was slow, like an actual episode. Because the Shinobu arc, as I said, I'm not interested into her that much, into her character. They were doing character development to begin with, but yeah, still, I was like, oh, okay. I was feeling a little sleepy though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big Shinobu fan, that's why. So I was like, okay, makes sense. And then the big thing comes up. But before that, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I can see like very less percent of people are subscribed right now. So please do subscribe. It helps me a lot. So speaking of that, when the Akaza the Akaza came in, like everyone was like, oh damn. Like I was just like, oh damn, he's not a good dude. He killed Rengoku. Remember? He killed Rengoku. I'm like, oh, he's not a good guy. Yeah. Moving forward, yeah. They're like, oh, Akaza is not a good guy. He's a demon. They have to kill it. But as the story proceed, they start explaining. He started getting flashbacks because of how Tanjiro was saying to Akaza the similar stuff which his sensei used to tell him. The dojo master, whatever the name was, I don't remember the name. He used to tell him like you should be doing good, and the similar sentences I don't remember it now, but it was really good, and he started getting flashback. But the really good thing I liked about him, Akaza, like portraying his story, like there was many fine details which I got to know after coming back home, looking on the reels, and the really cool detail I also noticed that like Akaza, like I don't know, I don't remember, but to be honest, I think if they have any backstory before, like they will tell, like eventually a demon or someone, an anime will tell it to Tanjiro or someone else. But still, in the case of Akaza, the whole flashbacks were going in inside his head. They were not saying, he was not telling anything to Tanjiro, so they were also surprised, like what's happening. In the first, to begin with, when Tanjiro started speaking to him, they were flashback of his master, like he tried to even dodge him like this, and Tanjiro like, what the fuck? What is fighting with? What, like he's fighting a demon right now, demon or something like that. But yeah, as the story progressed, there was like, to begin with, I just explained the Akaza story, how I felt, right? So for the whole Akaza arc, I was about to tear up. Like I was tear almost dropped from my eyes. Like it was 3 times eventually, because how it was made, how it was written, and even the few fine details I talk about in just a bit. So to begin with, they show like how Akaza as a kid used to rob people because his father was not good. He was about to die. Like he was very, what you call the word, very skinny. His even bone structure was visible as well. But as he progressed, like he started to rob people. For the once the head of the village caught him, beat him up. But even though he still, second time he still again robbed, and still he got beat over, and he was like, okay fine, that's fine, because he's like, oh, I want to help my father because he's about to die, so I want money to buy him a medicines are really expensive. For the third time, when he got beaten over, he went back home, and everyone's like, oh, your father committed suicide because of what, like you, every time you get caught of robbing, like you're ruining my ruining his image, so he committed suicide. That was really like heartbroken for me. I almost that was the first instance when I'm about to almost tear up, but then it's like, oh damn, his father died. Like I would like imagine everything he did, everything he wants to do for his father. What was there was no use of it because at the end he committed suicide because of that, because how he was getting caught and how he was ruining the image of his father eventually, like of his family eventually. So yeah, moving forward with that, like okay, then he start beating people up. Then he meet master his master. Let me see what's the name of the master. Akaza master. I don't remember the name. His name was Kizo. Okay, that was not into my head at all. Kizo, right? So I was like, okay, he and even his master used to like ask him his name back and back again, but he was not telling them the name, and he was like, okay, I'll get it from you by beating you up. And like he gave him his like the master took him home, gave him support, and he was like, oh, I have a daughter. She was around 2 years younger than Akaza, and he like, yeah, you have to take care of her. And he was like, okay, fine, because he's used to it, so he used to take care of his father. So like, yeah, that's fine. And suddenly, as he used to take care of her, and uh Koyuki, yeah, her name was Koyuki. He used to take care of her, and eventually she fell in love with Akaza because he used to take care of her a lot. Every time he used to be with her, even if she need to used to have a restroom, he was just carry her and just take to the washroom. That was really sweet of him. So moving forward, like with passage of time, Koyuki, my bad, Koyuki started getting better and better. Like she was bedridden, like she was sick, used to stay on bed and everything. But after a while, after she took really great care of her, she started getting better. And there was a time when Koyuki told her father like she wanna marry Akaza, which was really great. And I was like, oh damn, yay, sweet, that's great, because they were so cute together. And even yeah, speaking of fireworks, and even before that, they like Koyuki. I think she was because she never went outside her bed to begin with. She was sick, so he was like, "Oh, that's the fireworks." And Akaza was like, "Yeah, maybe tomorrow is the fireworks. We'll go tomorrow. No, today is the fireworks. We'll go today, or if not, then we'll go next year or maybe after, because every year there'll be fireworks." And this really touched Koyuki heart, and she was like, she got shy and turned over, and she was like, he was like, Akaza was like being dumb, and most boys are men now, they don't catch the hints. He was like, oh, did I say something bad? I don't know, and he left. Yeah, and then yeah, going back to when they're about to get married, right? So Akaza went to his father's grave, like to tell him, like, oh, I'm getting married, your son is getting married, yeah, right? And he, but at the moment, I'm damn sure there's gonna something go bad, because that's why he became demon, right? Like he's a demon right now. I know that he's a demon right now, right? So he went back, and the master name was again. What was the master name again? Kizo. Kizo, yeah. He had a dojo, right? Like he was a dojo master. He's a big land. How he got it? Because a person died and there was no higher or here, how you say, I don't know, to him. Like no successor for him, right? So Kizo helped that guy a lot, so he just made him his next successor. So he had big land, but the other dojo masters were really frustrated by him because they want the land and everything, because it's just an outsider coming in, and that's why there was no student of Kizo. That like Akaza was his first student, right? So out of frustration and out of animosity, I would say, the guys, other dojo master, they put they poisoned the well in their house, in their I would say, in their house, I would say, that the way they do the dojo martial, and where Koyuki and Kizo was there, and Akaza went to his father graveyard to tell him like Kizo might get married. And when he came back, he got to know like the well was poisoned and they are both of them are dead. And that was the second moment when I was almost about to, I almost cried. I was like, damn man, like they were about to get married, everything was about to get good, and they died, right? And then out of frustration, Akaza went to kill everyone. The other dojo, he killed 67 people by his bare hands because he was learning dojo art with Kizo, his master, and he killed them all. And then everyone's like, "Oh, damn, catch him!" But still, then he's going back to killing them all. He feeling so frustrated and like so, just he don't have any will to live. And then the Muzan, our Michael Jackson, comes in there, and he did not even he did, do you want to become demon? And I think he said no or something, but he forcefully put his hand in, like almost killed him and made him demon. Like it was against his will. So there was this situation I saw on Reel. Like that's why Akaza asked everyone their name, because his master used to do that, but he never told them. So he used to still insist to ask the name for everyone, even Rengoku or even Gyu when he was fighting Gyu. You're like, "Can you tell me?" He said, "I don't talk much. I won't tell you my name." So like, I'll get it out from you eventually. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, he also asked Rengoku, I think, like, do you want to be a demon or something? Because he was never asked about becoming a demon, right? He was forced into it. Yeah, moving forward, then he became a demon, and like as Muzan make him demon, his all the memories got vanished, and he was just got into the thing of getting more and more better and better every day. He was upper 3, like he wanted to get better. The upper one, he used to fight with the upper one and used to say, "I'll get better than you." But when they were fighting, going back to the fight, the Gyu Tanjiro was fighting Akaza. At that time, they were really like, "Oh damn, we have to kill him." Tanjiro even took his head off by remembering his father's story, like how he used to hide his presence, like he has no intent to kill. But, so that's why, like, there's one thing of Akaza, like he can notice if somebody have a intent to kill or some kind of motivation thing to kill or like do something, he can sense them. But remembering his story from past, from his dad, Tanjiro got something into his head, so he had no intent to kill. He can hide his presence that way. So he almost like he cut off the Tanjiro's head. It's not Tanjiro's head. He cut off Akaza's head, right? And still, he tried to put it back. Then Gyu helped him with throwing his sword, which was already broken. So eventually that happened. But still, even with the head cut off, Akaza was able to move. They were like, shit. They were like, oh my god. They were like, oh shit, man. And in the meantime, the story, the flashbacks are going into Akaza's head, and they were like, oh. And they were like, okay. And there, his master come in, like, you can rest now, but you won't be going to heaven with us because you didn't done so many sins. You'll be going to hell. And like, oh. Then again, his other personality got over. He like, oh, I have to get better. And like, okay. And even one more thing, there was one metaphor which I realized when Koyuki and Kizo died, there were fireworks going on outside. So that was a metaphor. I know, like, damn man, like she was so much fond of fireworks, and at the moment he was looking at the dead bodies, there was fireworks going on outside. Yes, and so we're like, okay, I have to get better and better. And I was like, oh damn, they are all done for. And the final move he was about to do, which he also did on Rengoku, and Tanjiro and Gyu got. Tanjiro already knew that because he did on Rengoku, and like, get away, we'll get away. He will blast us away. But eventually he punched himself because the flashbacks are coming over and everything. But even after that, it got regenerated. But and then the alter personality took over, and like, oh, I had to get better. And then eventually Koyuki hugged him and like, don't do it anymore, let's go together. And they started bonding together, which means like Koyuki and Akaza went to hell together. Like Koyuki sacrificed herself for Akaza. Like, that's all, my love, let's get over with it, we can go to hell together, I love you a lot, right? So that's how it ended. I'm really about to cry. That's the third time I was about to cry. And few things I noticed afterward, like on the reel and everything, like every move of Akaza was after the fireworks, because they used to love fireworks. They even went to watch it together, right? And even his form on the land, like the ice kind of thing, it was also same. It was same as Koyuki hairpin, like it has snowflake on that, right? And what was more, even yeah, that was like, it was everything for Koyuki. And at the end, and she was like, oh, let's go, man. That's a lot. I'll go with you or something like that. That's it. and they left together, and Akaza died. Otherwise, Akaza would be such a pain for them, for everyone, because he would not even die. Even they cut off their head, it just regenerated, and he did not even die. Let me see if I'm missing something. And even the tattoos and even the square on the back was just like the lonely person on the in the snow, something like that, referencing like he's alone. His wife, like his fiance, almost left her. It's tribute to a deceased fiance. Yeah, eventually, like that's how it was. Like it was so traumatizing to me. Even I was laughing with my friend. Not laughing with my friend. He sent me a reel at night, and I saw in the morning. First thing in the morning, I saw that reel. I'm like, you traumatized me as soon as I woke up, man. Go away, man. Go away. Yeah, it was really good movie, I would say. So as of the ending, I would say it's a conclusion. It's a good watch. If you go watch, if you want to watch it, it's a good watch. But in the beginning, you might get a little bored. But it's like it's 2 hour movie, so they're kind of making it in the beginning. It's like an episode, but afterwards, just like, damn, what did I just watch? I want to watch it again. I want to watch it again. That kind of feeling you have. And what else? Did I miss something? Yeah, even the tattoos and everything on his body represents like Koyuki and everything. So yeah, it was a good movie. If you want to, if you're a big fan of Demon Slayer, you really enjoy it. You should go watch it in the theater probably. I was literally late to watch it because I work at school. I was not getting time. But eventually yesterday, I like on yesterday, I mean, on 27th of September, I went to watch it. It was a really good watch. I would suggest you guys should watch it. And Akaza, please come back. Yeah, I don't know if he should or not, but if he comes alone back, it'll be not good, I think. Yeah, so Akaza, please come back if you want to. If you want to. Yeah, if you want to. Consent is mandatory. So yeah, see you in the next video, guys. As I said, please do subscribe and like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. The honorable mention will be for Kaigaku, or Kaigaku, how you say it. Like, he was the guy who actually ruined 2 of the storylines. First, for Gyome. That was also really hard, touching story. Like, literally, I also cried at that moment when there was a Gyome story in which the guy who's blind and he's Hashirana, like when because he blew away all the incense, I don't know, the incense stick which avoids the demons to come inside the house, and actually he blew them away. He made it shut, and then the demon comes in their house and they kill every kid, and at the end the kid said, oh, it was Kiyome who killed it, he was in jail. The full story, that backstory. And also the second story of Zenitsu, like where he become a demon, and Zenitsu grandpa committed suicide because of that. Did Sanpaku, they were saying, I think, in which he killed this like the intestine area, the stomach area, and let it bleed and like die with, like, suffer and die with misery. So that was only ever mentioned that Raiga Kaku guy did both the storylines dirty because of him. Even the Gyome, man, that was really, I literally cried. I'm a crybaby, I think, but literally made me emotional. The Gyome story, like the kid he tried to protect every time, and she was like, "Oh, he's the one who killed everyone," and like they caught him, man. Yeah, bye.